what makes a villain truly unforgettable? Is it like their terrifying power?
Or maybe their chilling motivations.
Yeah, or perhaps those surprising complexities hidden beneath it all that just make them so captivating?
Definitely.
Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into the shadowy world of Demon Slayer to unpack its ultimate antagonist, Muzan Kibutsuji.
Hmm.
He's not just a demon, he's the original demon, the undisputed king of all others.
Right. And our mission for this deep dive essentially is to pull back the veil on Muzan. We'll be sifting through all the sources you've provided,
Okay.
trying to uncover the mysteries around him, from his enigmatic origins to his chilling abilities.
Right.
And yeah, those surprisingly complex, sometimes contradictory parts of his character.
Hmm.
The goal is really to arm you, the listener, with important nuggets of knowledge to understand his profound and honestly terrifying impact on the Demon Slayer world.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Before he was the Demon King, before he cast that long shadow over everything, Muzan was human.
He was.
What was his life like back then? And, how did he become the very first demon?
It's actually quite a bleak story, a tragic beginning, really. Muzan was born way back in the Heian period.
Wow, like over 1,000 years ago.
Over 1,000 years ago, yeah. It just emphasizes the sheer time he's spent becoming this monster. And he entered the world with a fatal terminal illness. Doctors basically told him he wouldn't live past 20.
So he was facing death right from the start. That's a powerful motivator.
It is.
But how exactly did this fatally ill human become the first demon? Was it something he sought out or more like fate?
It was entirely accidental. A
Yeah.
really cruel twist of fate, you could say.
Well, yeah.
He was undergoing an experimental treatment. There was this doctor trying to cure him with medicine derived from the elusive blue spider lily.
Ah, the blue spider lily, right.
Exactly. But instead of a cure, this medicine accidentally transformed him into the very first demon.
Oh.
It gave him immense power, but also, and this is crucial, a brand new, profound vulnerability to sunlight.
Okay, so the classic demon weakness.
The classic weakness. And in a fit of rage about this, imperfection, he killed the doctor.
Oh my God.
Only to later deeply regret it. Not out of remorse, mind you.
No, of course not.
But because he realized he'd lost the only person who knew how to make the medicine, hindering his selfish ambition of conquering the sun.
Wow, okay. And his very existence, just him becoming a demon, had this massive ripple effect, didn't it? Like on a whole family line.
It absolutely did. It created this devastating curse that stretched for centuries. Muzan is actually descended from the same ancestors as the Ubuyashiki family.
The leaders of the Demon Slayer Corps.
The very same. His transformation created a curse on their bloodline, causing all their children to die by age 30.
That's terrible.
And this deeply personal tragedy is exactly what motivated them, generation after generation, to dedicate their entire existence to his destruction.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, and it's an interesting little detail that this curse was finally lifted when Muzan was defeated.
So even before he was this, notorious figure, his story is just rooted in suffering and these unintended consequences. But even in his early days as a demon, we see glimpses of his true nature, right? Before he really became the demon king we know.
Oh, absolutely. Those initial years revealed a chilling lack of empathy.
How so?
Well, even in his formative years as a demon, he apparently married 5 different human women.
5.
5. And he verbally abused them so badly they were driven to suicide. It just shows this inherent cruelty and profound disregard for human life right from the start.
Wow, okay.
And this early cruelty, it really foreshadows what truly drives Muzan. His overriding goal is simply to live without the fear of death.
Immortality.
Exactly. He wants to become truly eternal and, above all, conquer his ultimate weakness, the sun.
Right. That obsession again.
It shapes nearly everything he does. And he pursues this in 2 main ways. First, finding that mysterious blue spider lily.
Which he searched for like a millennium.
A millennium, yeah. Completely unaware it only bloomed during the day, which is ironic.
Very ironic. And the second way?
Creating more demons. He hoped one of them would eventually evolve the ability to withstand the sun.
So he could then just absorb them.
Precisely. Absorb their power. Conquer his weakness through them.
Okay. And beyond that, he just hates humans.
Oh, deeply. He has this deep-seated animosity for humankind, views them as feeble, inferior beings.
Just tools or obstacles.
Exactly. And he openly derives pleasure from inflicting agony on them, transforming them into demons. It's not just strategic, it's sadistic.
So when you piece all of this together, the tragic origin, the drive for immortality, the sadism, how does that define his personality? Because he comes across as so, I don't know, elegant, but utterly terrifying.
He really does. And his personality is this fascinating though horrifying mix. First, there's just immense arrogance and narcissism.
Yeah, you see that right away.
Muzan genuinely believes he's the epitome of perfection, superior to everyone else. It's almost like a psychological defense mechanism.
How do you mean?
Well, by deeming himself perfect, he kind of absolves himself of all responsibility, which might be the most dangerous power he has, power over his own morality. He sees everyone, humans and demons alike, as disposable tools.
Which leads straight to the ruthlessness.
Directly. His ruthlessness and sadism. He'll do absolutely whatever it takes, killing his own subordinates for perceived incompetence.
Like the lower moons after Ruby's death.
Exactly. Or even, killing random drunk bystanders just because they annoyed him or looked at him wrong. Pure, petty irritation.
But it's not just brute force with him, is it? He survived for so long, he must be incredibly smart, too.
Oh, absolutely. Don't underestimate his intellect. Muzan possesses a razor-sharp, strategic mind.
That's how he evaded the demon slayers for centuries.
For centuries, yeah. Constantly adapting, staying one step ahead. He even has this, surprising interest in chemistry, science, foreign languages.
Really? Like hobbies?
Not really hobbies, no. It's purely a means to an end. Knowledge is just another tool for him to achieve immortality.
Got it. All roads lead back to survival.
Pretty much. And here's the big contradiction. Despite all that power and outward confidence, he's secretly quite cowardly.
Cowardly. Muzan.
Deeply insecure and cowardly, yes. He fears death intensely. That's why he avoids direct conflict whenever possible.
Right. He senses demons to fight for him.
Often, yes. Or he tries to manipulate situations. This paradox, immense power coupled with profound cowardice, it really fuels his cruelty. His fear isn't just of death, but of losing control, of imperfection.
Which makes his quest for immortality seem almost fragile.
Ironically, yes. And he's also deeply insecure about his naturally sickly appearance, something he constantly tries to deny or cover up.
Huh. Never thought about that insecurity aspect.
And one last thing about his personality. He hates change.
Hates change.
Deeply.
Yeah.
He equates any kind of change, physical, emotional, whatever, with degradation or imperfection. He explicitly says he prefers permanence.
Which makes his own accidental transformation into a demon.
All the more ironic, exactly. And probably a source of constant personal torment for him.
Okay, let's pivot a bit. His appearance. He has this very striking, almost elegant default look, doesn't he? Quite different from many of the demons he creates.
He certainly does. Typically, he looks like a tall man, lean, muscular build, but with that unnaturally pale skin that hints at sickness.
And the hair and eyes.
Wavy black hair. And those really distinctive plum red, cat-like eyes. Very memorable.
Yeah.
And when we first meet him, his attire is quite elegant. White fedora with the crimson ribbon, black tuxedo, white tie, white slacks, black loafers.
Very sharp, almost like he's trying to blend into high society.
Exactly. He maintains the look of a man in his 20s, despite being over 1,000 years old. Yeah. It's all part of the disguise, blending in.
But what's truly, unnerving is his mastery of disguise. He can just vanish into a crowd, become someone else entirely. How does he do that?
He's a master shapeshifter, truly. Muzan can convincingly take on various forms. He can change his gender, his age, even his aura.
His aura, too. Wow.
Yeah, to seamlessly blend into human society and avoid detection by the demon slayers. He's appeared as an elegant woman in a yukata.
Which fooled his own demons.
His own lower ranks, yeah. And also as an adopted, sickly young boy, which let him infiltrate human families. Very insidious.
And then there's his combat form.
Ah, yes. In combat, especially after taking Tamayo's drug, he becomes truly horrifying. His hair gets longer, turns white, this dark red fleshy mass covers his body, and sharp-toothed mouths just sprout from his limbs. It's pure nightmare fuel.
Definitely.
And it's during those moments, when he's weakened, that you can actually see the old scars.
From Yoriichi.
From Yoriichi Tsugikuni, yeah. Unhealed cellular scars from their battle centuries ago. A physical reminder of the only person who ever truly pushed him to the brink of death.
Wow. And speaking of appearances, we kind of have to mention it. The Michael Jackson memes.
Yes.
The memes. Is there anything to that beyond a visual gag? Or is it just fans having fun?
It's definitely fan-driven.
Yeah.
But it's hard to unsee when someone points it out.
Totally.
It's mostly the pale skin, the curly black hair, and especially that elegant outfit with the white fedora. Very smooth, criminal.
Right.
But, beyond the joke, it kind of highlights how audiences playfully humanize even terrifying villains, finding these weird cultural touch points. But no, there's no official word from the creators that MJ was a direct inspiration.
Okay, good to clarify. Now let's really get into his power. He's billed as the strongest demon. Let's dive into what makes him so devastating.
Right. And he absolutely lives up to that title.
Right.
He is the strongest demon in existence.
No question.
Muzan can single-handedly take down hundreds of demon slayers. He could overwhelm multiple Hashira at the same time. His power level is just immense, a force of nature.
And part of that comes down to his weird biology, right? The hearts and brains.
Exactly. His unique physiology is key. He has 5 brains and 7 hearts.
Which are moving inside him.
Constantly moving, yeah. Which makes him unbelievably hard to kill. You can't just aim for one spot. It contributes massively to his vitality.
And his regeneration. It's legendary. Even for a demon. Almost absolute, isn't it?
It really is nigh absolute regeneration. Yeah. The speed and level are far beyond anyone else. He recovers from wounds that would instantly kill other demons, even decapitation by a Nichiren sword.
Which is usually the finisher.
Usually, yes. But not for Muzan. He can even regenerate his entire body from just a tiny lump of flesh. It's almost impossible to keep him down for good.
So where does all this power fundamentally come from? It seems tied to his blood.
It absolutely is. The core of his abilities, and maybe the most terrifying part, stems from his unique demonic blood.
Okay.
He has the unique ability to turn humans into demons just by injecting his blood.
The original source.
Exactly. And he can boost the power of existing demons by giving them more blood, though there's a limit to how much they can handle before, well, exploding.
Right, we saw that happen.
And his blood itself is super poisonous to humans and weaker demons, causes rapid cell destruction. He weaponizes this by coding his physical attacks in it. And then there's the control aspect. He maintains this terrifying level of control over his creations. He can read their minds, relay orders telepathically, even access their visions and memories if they've assimilated his blood.
It's invasive.
Extremely.
Ah.
And then there's the infamous Kibutsuji's curse.
Ah, yes. Don't say the name.
Exactly. It's an automatic, ruthless curse that instantly kills any demon who utters his last name aloud. Shows his extreme paranoia and need for control.
Though some broke free, right? Like Tamayo.
Very few. Tamayo, Yushiro, and Nezuko are the main exceptions who managed to break free from that control.
And didn't he try to, implant his consciousness at the end?
He did. In his final moments, he proved capable of implanting part of his consciousness into another demon, specifically Tanjiro, trying to force them to inherit his will to become the next him.
Chilling. Okay, beyond his blood powers, he has that signature blood demon art, biokinesis. What does that actually let him do in a fight?
By biokinesis, it's basically his unparalleled ability to manipulate his own flesh and bone for attacks.
So, body horror combat.
Pretty much. Think elongated blading whips made from his arms, his back, his thighs, some stretching up to 10 meters long.
10 meters?
Yeah, and these whips can sprout mouths with powerful suction to pull enemies in or rotate at incredible speeds.
Yeah.
He becomes like a living bladed vortex.
Okay, that's terrifying.
He can also create these horrifying flesh constructs. He turned into a massive flesh cocoon once to dissolve poisons.
Right, during the final battle.
And he could generate thousands of autonomous flesh puppets to escape or just overwhelm his enemies. Pure chaos.
Any other specific attacks?
He has a few others mentioned, like a shockwave energy blast morphs his torso into a giant mouth and releases this wave that damages the nervous system.
Oh.
And something called black blood brambles. Basically thorny tendrils made of blood to entangle people.
He's just got an answer for everything.
Almost.
No.
And on top of all that, his basic physical stats are just off the charts.
Like speed and strength.
Immeasurable speed. Faster than any upper-rank demon, faster than some Hashira can even perceive. He practically teleports.
Wow.
And immeasurable strength. Killing adults with a single punch, breaking Gayome's incredibly strong chain, something even Kokushibo's sword couldn't do.
Okay, he's a powerhouse.
And like all demons, unlimited stamina and endurance, never tires, never feels pain, just relentless.
Okay, so for all this insane power, Muzan still has that one glaring existential weakness. What is it again, and how does that single imperfection, as he sees it, really define his whole existence?
That's the absolute crux of his millennia-long struggle. Despite everything, his primary weakness is sunlight.
Just total annihilation.
Turns him to ash instantly. And he spends 1,000 years obsessively trying to overcome this imperfection because it's the one thing that truly threatens his eternal existence.
Are there any other weaknesses, though? Things that can actually hurt him?
Well, yes. Nichiren swords, the Demon Slayer's special blades.
Yeah.
While his regeneration is insane, they can still hamper him, slow him down.
Okay.
Wisteria flowers are also highly poisonous to him, like other demons.
Right, the classic demon repellent.
Exactly. And critically, he proved vulnerable to complex, unknown poisons, like the human conversion drug Tamayo developed.
That was huge in the final battle, wasn't it?
Absolutely massive.
Yeah.
That drug was so potent, it biologically aged him by 9,000 years in just 5 hours.
9,000 years.
In 5 hours. It weakened him significantly, showing that even the strongest monster can be undone by clever science and perhaps a bit of poetic justice from someone he wronged.
Wow. Okay, connecting this to the bigger picture. Muzan isn't just a villain in Demon Slayer. He's like the ultimate catalyst, right?
Oh, completely. He is the central antagonist and the catalyst for basically every major event in the series.
How so?
Most notably, he's directly responsible for massacring Tanjiro's family and tuning Nezuko into a demon.
Which starts everything.
Exactly. Those acts set Tanjiro's entire journey in motion. The quest for vengeance, the search for a cure. Without Muzan, there's no Demon Slayer Corps as we know it, no story for Tanjiro.
And what about his relationships? You mentioned he treats demons like pawns, but is there any nuance there? Or with someone like Tanjiro, does he ever show anything beyond just using people?
That's a good question about nuance.
Yeah.
He mostly maintains absolute control, treats demons as disposable. He purged the lower moons ruthlessly when they failed him.
Yeah.
However, you could argue there were fleeting moments of maybe not connection, but tactical leniency, like allowing Akaza not to eat women.
Why would he do that?
Possibly because Akaza was just too powerful and valuable to lose over that specific preference. It was pragmatic, not compassionate.
Gotcha. Still fits the character.
But his most profound relationship, arguably, is that rivalry with Tanjiro.
Right. It feels very personal.
It is. Muzan seems both threatened by Tanjiro, especially because of Tanjiro's connection to Yoriichi, the only person Muzan ever truly feared.
The one who left the scars.
The one who left the cellular scars, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But he also seems kind of fascinated by Tanjiro. It's this stark contrast. Muzan turned evil because of his suffering, while Tanjiro responded to his tragedy with compassion.
Tanjiro is everything Muzan isn't.
Exactly. He embodies everything Muzan rejects, and maybe deep down fears.
So how did his story finally end? His defeat?
Well, his defeat ultimately came at sunrise. After being held down by the absolutely heroic, combined efforts of the entire remaining Demon Slayer Corps.
An incredible fight.
Incredible and incredibly costly. And he was also profoundly weakened by Tamayo's human conversion drug, that aging poison.
Right.
And in his final desperate act, as we mentioned, he tried to transfer his blood and will to Tanjiro.
Trying to make Tanjiro the new Demon King.
Trying to ensure his twisted legacy continued. But of course, Tanjiro fought it off, rejected that horrifying gift, and reverted back to human.
Severing Muzan's last grasp on immortality.
Exactly. The end of the line for the Demon King.
Wow. We've really pulled back the curtain on Muzan Kibutsuji today, haven't we?
I think so.
We've seen that relentless 1,000-year pursuit of immortality, the chilling cruelty, but also those surprising vulnerabilities. The fear, the insecurity that ultimately led to his downfall.
He's such a complex figure, even in his monstrosity.
Yeah, like a monster born from a desperate wish just to live, but it twisted into something truly horrifying.
And his story, it isn't just about a powerful bad guy, is it? It really digs into these themes of power, control, fear.
Definitely.
Muzan really serves as this cautionary tale about unchecked ambition, how power corrupts, how that desire for self-preservation could just warp into pure tyranny. And that final tearful realization he has in his dying moments, that only feelings are eternal, despite his obsession with physical permanence.
Yeah.
That adds such a final, ironic layer.
Yeah, after everything, it comes down to feelings. It's profound in a dark way.
It really is.
So as we close out this deep dive, here's a thought for you to ponder. If Muzan had never been sick as a human, or if that doctor had successfully completed his cure, would the Demon Slayer world ever have known such a terrifying king of demons?
Would history have just unfolded entirely differently? Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into Muzan Kibutsuji.